my people, what's up? Welcome to another Talking Tuesday video. First of all, because it is the 28th of March, I just want to say a quick happy birthday to Zoe Sugg. I know there's probably zero chance she'll ever see this video, but who knows, she might. So if you have happened to watch it, or if she is watching, happy birthday. I hope you had a splendid birthday. There's nothing wrong with wishing your biggest role model / idol a happy birthday, so happy birthday. Anyways, moving on to the Talking Tuesday topic. So as you guys have noticed, I haven't been posting any Talking Tuesday videos. I also been quite quiet with uploading. I think I uploaded 2 Thursday videos, but I didn't post anything like that. Well, this all started with one, sheer stupidity, because when I was filming my sister tag with my sister, I assumed I had all the footage that was on my camera, on my laptop. Turns out I didn't, and I had one video that I already had previously filmed on the camera and on the memory card, and I didn't actually transfer or export it onto my laptop, and I lost the footage for last week's Quiz Day Wednesday. So kind of an idiot and didn't have anything to post. As well as, if you guys can't tell, I'm talking quite stuffy because I am actually getting over a pretty bad cold. So let me take you guys back to 2 weeks ago, and also the main topic of this Talking Tuesday. So about Thursday, I was getting a little sick at work, and so I was like, whatever, it's probably nothing, I'll go home, take some medication, I'll be fine. Friday comes rolling around and I wake up feeling terrible. I honestly feel so sick. So Friday was St. Patrick's Day, and I had a St. Patrick's Day party at my best friend's house because their parents are away in Florida for about a month and a half, give or take a couple weeks there. And so we're like, let's throw a party. What better way to throw a St. Patrick's Day party than with a house that has no parents in it? So that's what we did. And my best friend, I made Jello shots, and we, for the first time, made Jello shots in lemon and lime wedges, which was somewhat successful. And so I was feeling absolutely terrible. I went home at 11 o'clock on Friday from work, when I tend to usually work till 1. And I went home and slept for about 4 or 5 hours, something like that. Woke up feeling somewhat better, and so I was like, you know what? Time to shower, get my hair done, do my makeup, get dressed, and go. So that's exactly what I did. I arrived there around, I want to say 10 o'clock, and I was feeling alright. I had 2 Jello shots and like a third of my drink. And that's pretty much it. Guys, if you're sick, don't drink. Honestly, don't do it. It's just the worst. Honestly, I definitely regret it. That's just a side note. We were just chilling, and I believe the night before, I asked my best friend if it's okay if I invite the guy who didn't talk to me for 3 months. We'll just name him Douchebag. And so she's like, yeah, go ahead, invite him. Tell him to bring some friends. So I was like, hey, Douchebag, you want to come to the party? And he was like, yeah, I mind if I bring some friends? I'm like, no, go right ahead. He's actually friends with this guy who I had a somewhat of a crush on in high school, and my best friend and I used to call him Pretty Eyes because we had code names for all these guys that we went to high school with, so they wouldn't know who we're talking about. So I was like, hey, listen, invite Pretty Eyes. Friday comes strolling around. I texted him, I'm like, hey, you coming tonight? And he was like, yeah, I'm coming. I'm just gonna get some, hop in the shower or whatnot. I was like, oh, I'm like, that's fine. He's like, I'm just gonna bring some friends. And I was like, cool, as long as Pretty Eyes is one of them. It turns out Pretty Eyes was actually busy that night. He had his own plans for St. Patty's Day. He ended up calling me. He was like, hey, listen, my friend actually bailed on me, but I have a friend who's a girl who wanted to come out and party tonight. Now, this is the whole reason why I'm making this Talking Tuesday video. He's like, I have a girl who wants to come out and party, and he's like, do you mind? I was like, no, not at all, bring her, great, awesome. So he calls me up when he gets there, and he's like, hey, I'm here, come upstairs and get me. So I was like, alright, and I believe we were just walking out some friends because they were leaving, as they were as Douchebag and his girlfriend were coming. So my sister was there and my best friend, and as they're coming towards the door, I knew that he was inviting a girl. I don't think my best friend or my sister knew. So my sister turns to me, she's like, yo, he's with a chick. And I was like, yeah, I know, he told me he was gonna bring one. And then Laura's like, what? Like, that's disrespectful. Eva's like, are you serious? I wouldn't even let him into the house. I'm like, it's fine, whatever, I don't really care. I have zero feelings for this guy. And after St. Patrick's Day, let me tell you guys, I count my blessings that he pulled a shit that he did on me about 2 years ago over the summer. So they come in. I'm honestly sick, and I was like, I'm just gonna shake your hand instead of, you know, giving you a hug or anything, because I'm the person who tends to hug you when I meet you. I was like, yeah, hey, like, I'm Anna, I'm sick, sorry, I would hug you, but I'm a little contagious and I don't want to get anyone sick. And she was kind of like, okay, like, hi. And so we went downstairs, grand old time. This guy is so self-centered. It is unreal how self-centered he is. In my best friend's basement, by her bar, behind the bar, there is a like a glass cabinet that holds like collectible cups and stuff that has a mirror behind it. So because the collectible cups and stuff aren't, one, they're see-through because they're glass, and two, aren't that big items, you can see your reflection in the mirror behind it. So this guy's sitting at the bar, and this chick's trying to talk to him, as well as everyone else is trying to talk to him, and he's literally staring at himself, checking himself out in the mirror. Are you that self-centered that you have to check yourself out in the mirror the entire time someone's trying to have a conversation with you? Yeah, I think so. So moving on from that, I'm guessing the reason why he brought this girl over to the party is, one, because she wanted to party, and two, because I think he was trying to make me jealous. Now, I'm not saying that because that's how I feel. I honestly think he brought her to make me jealous. I can tell you I wasn't jealous at all. I was actually texting a guy that night, but because I was sick, I just didn't want to invite anybody just in case. So they were sitting around the bar. They were basically like on each other's lap. I was starting to get a little uncomfortable, to be honest. Like, just because I said it was okay for her to come, I mean, I'm not interested at all. But you should have some respect for the person who you say you have feelings for. There's the amount of times where he's tried to ask me out, like, unbelievable, like, amount of times that he's tried to ask me out again after this whole 3-month break. Each and every single time I've turned him down, only because I've been burned by him one too many times, and I was not gonna put myself in that position again. He told me he's a changed man. He's someone completely different. He is a better person, and I say bullshit because it's the truth. Honestly, it really is. So he brought this girl over to this party. We decided to bring out beer pong. We played, I played about 2 matches. I played once with my best friend against my sister and her boyfriend. We ended up losing. Myself and my friend Michael from work, we played against my sister and her boyfriend again, and we immediately lost. They killed us. And so I was like, well, anyone else want to play? And so Douchebag and this girl that he brought were like, yeah, let's play. So they decided to face off against my sister and her boyfriend. I don't remember who won, because at this point in the party I was so sick. My face was burning up, my eyelids were literally on fire. I wasn't feeling good at all. So they're playing, and I caught a glimpse of them when they scored like one of the ping pong balls in the cup. He like reached in for like a kiss, and like they obviously kissed, and then he kind of just like looked at me, and I was just like, yeah, okay, cool. Are you trying to make me jealous? Because it's not working. At that point, I've been so done with him and his bullshit. I have him on Snapchat, and he's constantly snapping with this girl, and I try not to let it bother me. I just feel like it's a really big douchebag thing to do. Obviously it's a Snapchat, he can do whatever he wants to do, but he never used to post with her before this whole St. Patrick's Day party. I don't know if the party is what got them to be together or what. I feel like it's just quite douchey. After I've talked to a bunch of people, like a bunch of people who I work with left the party before he came, so they didn't get to see everything that happened, but my sister ended up telling them the Monday after I was actually sick, so I didn't go to work. And she didn't end up telling them what he did by bringing a girl over to the party, and they're like, yo man, if I were there I would have punched him in the face, like that's so disrespectful towards you. And I was kind of just like, whatever, I don't really care, because I really don't care, like it doesn't really affect me, but I feel like it's just a really big douchey thing to do. I understand he's trying to like, I guess trying to make me jealous with this new girl, but let's be real, I mean, my sister and my best friend, and I don't think they're just saying it to make me feel better because it's not like I'm really depressed by what happened. But they're like, yo man, if he's trying to make you jealous, he might as well try and make you jealous with a good looking girl, unlike getting a girl who sort of looks like you and is actually less attractive. But it is what it is. He did what he did, and to be quite honest with you, I can care less if I ever hear from him ever again. Guys, this is even girls, if you ever plan on going to a party and you have someone who you were dealing with or an ex-boyfriend that's going to be there and you know he's going to be there and you guys are on talking terms, I strongly suggest you don't bring around a guy or girl you are currently talking to I guess try and make him jealous. One, depending on the situation, it might not end up really well, and two, it might actually hurt you in the process as well as hurting them, because the hurt that you kind of cause someone else does affect you, trust me. I felt bad for constantly rejecting him, but at the same time, I know he's not a changed person. He's definitely the same person he was back then. But I would never ever bring a guy who I'm currently talking to around him, because I know that would hurt a lot more. Honestly, the amount of crap he's put me through is unreal. Like, I can't believe I let a guy treat me like that. Basically, the whole point of this video is this guy's a big douchebag. That is it. I mean, plain and simple. I don't know why I keep thinking it's okay for me to invite this guy over to parties, when in reality I know it's just not okay. Something he ended up doing, so he was drinking all night, he was drinking beers, and he had a couple Jello shots. Now, given the Jello shots aren't that strong, but there is vodka in them. It's the end of the night, and we're all leaving to go home, obviously. I was so sick at this point, I really just wanted to go home. He drove to the party, like douchebag drove to the party, and the girl he was with was drinking as well. He was drinking that night. My sister brought up the point that he was drinking and he probably shouldn't be driving. He should probably call a cab and pick up his truck the next day. And he kind of just went off on her. He was so unimpressed. He was so pissed off that he kind of just like ruined the entire atmosphere. I was already sick. I was already not in the mood. And then he pulled out shit and started calling my sister a bitch. And I was like, honestly, just calm down. Shut up and go home. Like, nobody wants to deal with you right now. I asked him to let me know that he got home safely. He never did. Obviously, by his snaps, I can tell he made it home safely. He's still an idiot and a douchebag. So point of the story is he is a douchebag and an idiot, and I don't want to associate with him ever again. I can't believe I ever thought it would be okay for me to be friends with him. Like, I think every single time I invite him to a party, I regret it instantly afterwards. He just has this personality about him that kind of makes you want to question why you invited him in the first place. He's like one of those really annoying people. They ended up playing Cards Against Humanity that night, and my sister was ready to punch him out. My sister's boyfriend was ready to punch him out. My sister's boyfriend actually came up to me afterwards and he was like, I'm honestly really happy you're not with him, because if he were, or if you guys were together, you guys wouldn't be together anymore because of me. And so I was like, oh, don't worry, because I'm pretty sure that I would not last long in that relationship. Honestly, if I were to be in a relationship with this kid, I don't know what my life would become. There's my story for you guys. There's another douchebag story. I've already told you guys the whole story about douchebag boy. If you guys don't know the story, I'll leave it in the description box down below. It's in my Valentine's Day video where I went into detail as to what he did to me. If you guys do know the story, then here is another little story for the Douchebags Boy series. Anyways, if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys hit the little red button down below to subscribe. Give this video a big thumbs up if you guys enjoyed it. In the comments down below, let me know if there's a douchebag boy in your life. And if there is, let me know what he's done to you to hurt you. I'll leave all my social links down below or in this corner right over here. And that is it. So once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!